Hello, everyone. This is Zohi Chaudhary, and today we will introduce a new generation global surveillance system that is used in public health. And this is known as event-based public health surveillance, or EBS. EBS is a relatively new concept that is not always well understood because of its innovative approach. And these event-based surveillance systems are emerging and defining the next generation of surveillance systems for enhanced monitoring of global health. So the 2005 International Health Regulation, or IHR 2005, notes that to comprehensively meet the early warning and alert requirements of the IHR, there is a need to strengthen and develop both routine or indicator-based surveillance, which is the routine surveillance, and event-based surveillance, which is today's topic. So what is this event-based surveillance? So the definition of event-based surveillance essentially is that it's events-based surveillance is an organized and rapid approach in capturing of information about events that are potential risks to public health. This information can be rumors and other ad hoc reports. This information can be transmitted through formal channels, such as established routine reporting systems, and informal channels, such as media, health workers, and non-governmental organization reports. And this information may include events related to the occurrence of disease in humans, such as clustered cases of a disease or syndromes, unusual disease patterns, or unexpected death as recognized by health workers and other key informants in the country. And also include events related to potential exposure for humans, such as events related to diseases and death in animals, contaminated food products or water contamination, and environmental hazards, including chemical and radionuclear events. Information received through event-based surveillance should be rapidly assessed for the risk the event poses to public health and responded to appropriately. Examples of event-based surveillance system are provided in here. One well-known example is GIFIN, and this is Global Public Health Intelligence Network. It is a part of a new generation health surveillance system that helps supplement existing public health systems by focusing on event-based monitoring of infectious diseases by leveraging internet news and other electronic media. HealthMap is another very popular one, and it is a free web-based tool with user-friendly map showing disease outbreak from both official and unofficial sources around the world. ProMed, on the other hand, is an email announcement list with about 38,000 plus subscribers, and it also includes panel of expert moderators in addition to the subscribers. And beside these three, another successful one is EpiSpider. Beside there's MedInfsys, Argus, World Health Organization, Epidemic Intelligence, and Open Sources, EIOS. All of these are leveraging informal electronic data sets for disease outbreak information. And we'll go into more detail how this event-based surveillance system work. So one of the earliest systems to harness some of these resources is the Global Public Health Intelligence Network, or GIFIN. GIFIN has shown that extensive monitoring and analysis of news media around the world can effectively aid in early detection of emerging disease threats. Most notably, GIFIN was able to identify the 2002-2003 outbreak of severe acute respiratory syndrome, which is known as SARS, well in advance of official reporting. This essentially really highlighted the usefulness of some of these event-based samples, how they operate to detect things sooner than the more traditional approach. On an ongoing basis, GIFIN also provides a large fraction of initial outbreaks report directly to the WHO as well for investigation. This system started in 1997 by the government of Canada through Health Canada in collaboration with WHO. GIFIN is headquartered at the Public Health Agency of Canada in Toronto, Canada, in Ontario, Canada. Sorry, with members both nationally and globally. Event-based multilingual early warning and situational awareness network so they focus on chemical, biological, radiological, as well as nuclear public health threats worldwide. And they have this multilingual system, and we'll focus on more details about this multilingual system in the upcoming slide. It is protected by a username and password in this portal, and eligible users include non-governmental agencies and organizations, as well as government authorities who conduct public health surveillance. Under them, some ministries of health or health centers from 85 countries are represented. In the same list, you have other government departments beside health departments. You also have international organizations such as the WHO, PAHO, OEI, and FAO, and approximately 20% of WHO's epidemiological intelligence from open source input comes from GIFIN. Beside all of this, also academicians also qualify, especially epidemiologists or health academicians also qualify to open a free account in GIFIN. In this map, you can see where most of the users are located, obviously in Canada, since that is where the base is, and then in many countries around the globe, you can see it as well. So how does GIFIN work? It is a combination of a tool that provides the web-based platform, which is the information management tool, which is used for communication. And then in the back end, you have a group of analysts that understands different languages. So they're multidisciplinary and multilingual. They process all of this data that is gathered from all over the world from multiple languages, and they assess it and report it in the information tool, which we can use to understand what's going on around the globe. So how does GIFIN process all of this internet-based information that is available all over the world and in so many languages? So it looks at all of this news information under this data collection, like as a data collection system. So the inputs are in Arabic, Farsi, Chinese, both traditional and simplified, English, French, Russian, Spanish, and Portuguese. Currently, these 9 languages are supported, but in future, I'm sure that more and more languages will be included in this network because it's so useful. And the information are from all of these internet-based resources and news sources come in as input to the system. In this slide, you can see how they extract information by using RSS feed, Factiva, different news aggregator, and also Twitter and X. And also information are additionally manually pushed into the system as well. So you can see in here like a funnel that all of the information comes in, and then you have a data processing or analysis or assessment portion where you isolate all of the inputted data or from article, and you start isolating things that are not useful versus things that are useful, and this is reviewed by the analyst and then published to the users for communication purposes. Finally, all of these published reports, they get reviewed by the users, and then in the final report, the summary gets incorporated. So intelligence is turned into alert and notification and reports real time. So in Canada, this is used for daily situational awareness reporting, for Canadian public health stakeholders, emergency response reports, ad hoc reports to stakeholders as requested, such as vaping specific media reports or other types of situation reports. So internationally, this system provides alert to all users that are subscribed, and also to the PAHO reports and to the WHO. They're also alerted by this system when something unusual disease is found in the system. A more visual explanation of the system can be seen in here. So this is actually the health. I apologize. So I actually skipped the slide. So so this is the summary for GIFN. And in here, you can see health map, which is a second type of event-based global health surveillance system. And this is more visual and actually public, accessible to the public. You don't have to subscribe to a user account in order to access this information, although you can also have a user account, but you can get additional in-depth information. But in this system, which is known as Health Map, you can get the information in multiple languages: English, Chinese, Spanish, Russian, French, Portuguese, and Arabic. It has been in operation since 2006, and this system has been very, very successful in detecting COVID-19 well ahead than any other system. In fact, by December 2019, this system was able to isolate news information and media information and social media information published in, I'm pretty sure, in Chinese, and was able to alert that this unusual cluster of pneumonia was happening in Wuhan. Well ahead it was identified as COVID-19, and well ahead it was turned into pandemic. At the same time, the same system was very successful in identifying the Ebola outbreak in 2014, well ahead of the system, because there were reports in West Africa, in the social media and other media, of the specific hemorrhaging fever, which was reported by users of social media output. This was able to extract it and quickly alert that something unusual is happening in West Africa. So this has been very, very useful in as an early warning tool. And this is how this visual tool works. For example, I pulled this from November 27, 2023, and you can see in here in Central Africa quite a few alerts. And if I focus on some of these alerts, it shows that DRC, which is Democratic Republic of Congo, has elevated monkeypox in here, and you can pull the news and read the news and the specific source as well, which is displayed in here. At the same time, for November 25th, this cluster of alerts in South Asia, if I click on one of them, I can see that in Bangladesh, there's a dengue outbreak, which is posing significant problem in the country, as it is very potent this year as compared to the previous year, and is causing significant increase of dengue in the country. So this is how this event-based system works, which is this health map. And we also talked earlier about GIFN. So the two systems are two of the most prominent examples, but there are other examples of event-based surveillance system which are actually integrated into the overall surveillance system to give you an overall picture of what is happening around the globe. I hope this was useful to understand how event-based surveillance system works. Thank you.